Boop. All right, so let's see. This is just a test run. See if I can do this. Seems like it's okay. And turn. Gonna keep going. Play my Mutavault and pass a turn. Breeding Pool is the play. And Search for Tomorrow gets a counter loss. I get it. Let's do this. All I want to do is Heart of Kiran. All I want to do is Heart of Kiran. Oop. Oop. And you're... Okay, we're up against... I get it. All right, is this going to be Titan Shift? Or what? By the way, so if you're watching this, stop. It's not going to be a good video. It's my first video ever. But it's to see if I can stream and get this going. My son wants to stream. Apparently, did I miss a turn? It's looking like I missed a turn because I'm at 2 lands and they're... Oh no, they played a stupid land spell. All right. But just to see if this is possible, if my computer's good enough. I've got people in my life that want to stream, one being my son, and he would really get a kick out of this. He loves Magic, and he loves being able to talk about Magic. So having a group of friends that he plays with, able to follow him, and him being able to stream his Magic would be awesome. He would absolutely dig it. So I'm really excited for him to get going on this. But next turn, this is definitely happening. We are going to get to loot and probably loot the land away. And the rest of this deck is pretty much card draw. Like this little combo here, if you're watching, stop watching. It's going to be drawn out because I'm simply seeing how long my computer can record before it overloads, if it's going to overload on these settings. And I'm going to lose this match more than likely. Looks like he's got Cryptic Mana up, which is bad news for anybody playing Modern. That sucks, and it looks like they're worried about Heart of Kiran. And here it comes. Cryptic Command. Oh look, I play the card with all the modes. It's got all of the modes. I'm so good at Magic, I can read a card and figure out it wins me the game. This and Tron make me angry. There you go. Tron is not a hard deck to play, by the way. Anybody who says they're really skilled at Tron is a liar. You basically play said Planeswalker, any one that you have in your hand. The deck strategy does not change whether you're playing Control, Aggro, anything. Play a Planeswalker, and then choose the mode that blows out your opponent. That's it. Ugin. Does wiping all of their permanents off the board win you the game? No, then bolt something. Did that, like, Karn, same thing. Do they have something on the board that you need to exile? No? Then take something from their hand and screw them that way. But it's basically a blowout. It does not, like, it's whatever card blows your opponent out. Play that thing. Assemble Tron, play blowout card. It's not a hard, like, decision-making process. The people that say, like, oh, there's such a decision tree to Tron, there's really not. It goes, which mode of my Planeswalker do I need to play right now? That's it. When your whole deck, like, assemble Tron, figure out... Anyway, I'm rambling about my hate of Tron. So quit watching the video, because I'm going to hate Tron for a long time. They're going to Mana Leak this, and for good reason, because I'm going to swing for 4. Ooh, they're not. All right, look at the top 2. What am I going to get? Oh, I'm going to put that on Graveyard on top. And we are going to activate burp, and get in for 4, ladies and gentlemen. Scrooty-doo. I really like Heart of Kiran, and I'm looking at vehicles being like a sub-theme within Modern. They are not seeing any play, but I think they could. Like, Looter Scooter is a decent all-around card. It's not a blowout card, but it did dominate Standard just like Cryptic did. And and that stuck around in Modern as just an overall good card. I think Heart of Kiran can go in any of the Super Friends decks, and it It allows you to play Planeswalkers like this guy right here, Jace, the Living Guildpact. Completely unplayable in Modern. No card advantage off the bat. Not really a way of protecting itself unless you bounce whatever said thing is. But at 4 mana, bounce effects aren't good enough. So you generally, at 4 mana or above, you need a cantripping or card advantage kind of Planeswalker. That's the only thing that's good about them. They may have some rudimentary way of defending themselves, like bounce and whatnot, but the main thing is even you're not at a value loss for playing it at 4 or 5 mana because you drew a card. Everything else is just balls. Teferi's the same way. This is all just Magic theory, but he sees no play because he has no inherent card value at 4 mana, but his bouncing ability is strong. His loyalty is super high. Problem is, he has a trouble, like, it's troublesome building a deck around your graveyard in some sort of control situation. And he has trouble defending himself. But Heart of Kiran really fills that gap for him. Because his loyalty is so high. Oh, this is where I lose to Scapeshift, by the way. I'm losing to Scapeshift, which is cool. Like, but I got to hit you with Heart of Kiran, so up yours with your combo. I win the game instantly because I played Cryptic and then combo card. That's fine. Welcome to MTG. Our lives can suck. It's really this Valakut and then a crap ton of different named mountains. There we go. I mean, I'm going to make you play it out just because, like, it is your deck. Not to be rude, but, like, you should at least know the cards you have to pick very fast. Like, to get maximum value out. If you don't know that, you're going to lose tournaments. Because you're going to choose the wrong lands. You're not going to hit 7 lands for this thing, whatever it is. And you're not going to have enough mountains because you don't actually complete the combo enough. So, in some way, I'm helping you, dude. Here it goes. And this is where we concede. You did it! You played a card! Congratulations! You can't not win once you play that card. Granted, my deck is just as linear and much worse because it's just basically, I want to play these 3 cards in Modern and that's it. Let's see what these guys can do. Now, essentially what this deck, if you happen to be watching this just because you really hate yourself and you want to watch a bad video, the point of this deck is eventually this is going to be a blue-black either Nether Spirit or really tight control deck. Like Nether Go, only not based... Like if Nether Spirit has to go, that's fine. But Heart of Kiran and your 3-mana Planeswalkers... Lilies are amazing. I don't have Lilies, so I'm not amazing. But Lilianas are amazing and would be killer in this deck. So try it with that. Heart of Kiran's with Lilies. And then Mu Yanling is my next big card that I want to put in it. But you want black discard. I have a lot of card draw just so I'm simply getting these cards out in the game and seeing what interaction they have in the meta. What I mean by this is, like, what are the chances they can kill my Heart of Kiran right off the bat? What are they scared of the Heart of Kiran, or are they scared of the Planeswalker? Are they scared of the Nether Spirit? What can't decks handle? So basically the rest of the deck is card draw. Because all I'm trying to do is get these few cards in play, see how people react to them in the meta, what they can and cannot do, what they can and cannot handle. And the only way I can do that is if the deck is basically just get these cards into play. Now, after this, the refining process starts coming in on what matches these cards did somewhat, not win the matches, but did something. Like this one, you can get under with a fast 3-mana Planeswalker like Mu Yanling. And you could potentially really go nuts with, especially if you are able to disrupt them. And so in the blue-black control shell, the hope is turn 1, discard, turn 2, Collective Brutality into Planeswalker, win the game, or Heart of Kiran into Planeswalker control the game. Like, both are control strategies. That's why Liliana is key, and Nether Spirit is going to be key. This is bad. So, basically, I have no way until turn 6 or something to even get a Nether Spirit in the graveyard. I have 2 in hand, which is terrible. And they're going to combo off well before I can get anything going, which is fine. If you think I'm rambling, it's because I am. Okay, there we go. Go! I know, you're doing all this at the end of turn, and then you drop a Titan. And hit me for $1 billion. But I got the Heart of Kiran in play, so I win. It's a moral victory. It's a moral victory. Breeding Pool, Steam Vents, blah, blah, blah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I do math. Drop Titan. Or Scape Shift. So, if there's some 1-mana spell that I'm missing where I can get Nether Spirit in the yard too, that's also what I'm working on. Aggressively getting Nether Spirit in play, turn 2, off the rip somehow. Because otherwise he's not viable in Modern at all. He's not viable in Modern, but he could be, I think, against like a lot of the Jund decks and against a lot of the control decks. They can't stop him from coming into play, and he works kind of like a terrible Snapcaster Mage in the fact that you combine it with, you know what, now I think it's, well, they're gonna, so we're just gonna cast. Ooh, being part of the cost makes it good. Anyway, so the point is, now I'm going to have to discard, and it's not going to be my Nether Spirit. Oh no, I got 7. So the point is, if you're doing this on turn 2, right, Nether Spirit into play, the rest of the deck is basically formed around that, where you're just trying to 1-for-1 like Jund and disrupt and control the game enough where your Nether Spirit can get there. The reason this game plan fails in Modern is because, 1, card diversity. There are so many cards that do like a million things in one. Cryptic Command is just one of them. Culligan's Command is another amazing one. Dromoka's Command can be right in the right meta. Atarka's Command is baller in green-red. So, like, Izzet Charm is playable. Drown and Lock. Like, you have these cards that are basically 2, 3, 4 mana, and they do basically text on it that says, do everything that your deck is not able to do to fill in that hole. That's essentially what those cards are. And it makes answers to problematic cards in Modern, but at the same time, it makes it hard to venture too far in your deck building brew because you can't get around it. Like, blue decks are going to have Cryptic Commands and Snapcaster Mages. It's just what they're going to have. And those inherently don't win the game on their own. It's just whatever strategy they have, those cards fill the gap on defeating whatever strategy your opponent plays. And that's where good old Spiderit gets into it. Badinga. What do I want to do? I think I'll pass the turn. Discard. No. Play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Discard that. Leave up bounce counter. I can't believe if this thing's still recording, that's pretty baller. It still hasn't overloaded, which is pretty nutso. So I got my settings tweaked, right? We'll just continue on what we're doing and listen to some music now. So let's see. I want this song. Do 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 do. All right. Beep. Let's see. You're going to hear this in the background because if you're watching this, you're Christian or a random stranger, and I don't care. Should I bounce this? Give you more value? Where's your fang coddle? That's basic. That's basic. There's the snow. Oh, God. It's like I know the cards they play. Oh. Here he comes. Zombies. Take one back, douchebag. Get it out of here. We're going to be losing zombies pretty hard. There's an intense decision matrix going on right now. 18 life, 3 2/2s, 7 cryptic commands in hand, and he doesn't know what to do. Should I cryptic this or nah? Thanks for letting me get rid of a cryptic. Brave! I hope that wasn't worth it. Yes! Nether Spirit, you did a thing in Modern. You did what you're supposed to, too. Yeah! This is why it's my favorite card of all time. You can't cryptic, but you could do something. I mean, this is if I want to try and win this game, this isn't how you do it. So I guess I'll pass the turn. It's Nether Go. It's supposed to be Draw Go anyway, so screw it. Block, counter, block, counter. Yep, get your value. Look at that, I got a free 1/1. Nobody cares. If I had damnations, this would be different. Yep. Look, I've got one thing to do. I sound very jaded. I'm not jaded. I'm just making a first video. It still hasn't overloaded, which is amazing, so that's kind of baller. And I'm excited, but I just want this to be over now. Let's try casting that big boy. Ooh-wee. Now I can play the Jace. Wait, can I play the Jace? I don't think I can because of the white. 1, 2. Gross. If I had a straight counter, but I gotta use this thing. So I got a double blue and do double blue and a colorless. Wow, that sucks. I'm just never going to be able to hold up counterspell. This guy doesn't know it, but like I can't even counterspell hardly now. Yeah, I gotta wait until I draw one. End of turn. I guess I'll do something at the end of his turn. I'll draw more cards, discard, pitch one of these dudes, and start. I mean, the day's gonna come when, like, Heart of Kieran's gonna get there. But I gotta hold up counter magic for Scape Shift and Titan. Why is this card... I need Fact or Fictions back. I think it's just straight up better. Obviously. Fact or Fiction is another card that's not seeing play in Modern. That's kind of... Ooh, here we go. Do I get to do it? Do I get to do something? I get to do a thing. Oh, Cryptic that. Do it! Cryptic my crap and kill me. Let's see if we overloaded yet. We have not. We get there. Here's the Cryptic. I gotcha. I hear ya. But a lot of guys do this too, where they tap out and then they don't actually have it. This happens. So he's waiting for the concession. I'm forcing him to show me the Cryptic. You have 2 cards in hand. I've played this game before. Magic is a thing I've been doing for a long time. There it is. Ding! Alright. So, I'm going to bring this up. Stop recording.